All right, we're joined in the media center by Jimmie Johnson, driver of the number 48 Lowe's Pro Services Chevrolet, a 9-time winner at Dover International Speedway. Just hearing that probably has a pretty amazing ring to it. But talk a little bit about this weekend, shooting for number 10, I'm sure, and your confidence headed into the race on Sunday.
Yeah, I feel good about it. Excited about this racetrack. Man, it's been such a great place to me over the years, and certainly a place I've loved to drive at. Probably told the story way too many times, but I go all the way back to my first trip here in an ASA car, and I mean, love at first sight. So it's been great to me, and look forward to another strong weekend.
All right, with that, let's go ahead and open it up to questions. If you would, state your name and affiliation. We'll start with Claire here, and then go to Kelly.
Claire B. Lang, Sirius XM NASCAR Radio. Can you talk about how tough it would have been had you not appealed and had to take the last pit selection, and how much of a difference it will make that you don't have to do that? Because you won't know till you qualify, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I guess there is that part of it. My qualifying record of late was hasn't been so stellar, so we won't know the implication of that until after qualifying, obviously. But yeah, so we'll find out then, and I guess the stories will run wild then.
All right, let's go over here to Kelly, and then we'll go back to Jeff and Bob.
Kelly Crandall from PopularSpeed.com. Jimmie, the consensus among the fans when we come here is everybody's racing for second because you just have that feel here. This is your racetrack. How different is it entering a track like this, knowing that, unlike a Charlotte where you've talked about kind of losing the feel when they changed the racetrack, Dover hasn't changed? Is it a different type of confidence coming here knowing that you and Chad are either going to be in the ballpark or have the car to win?
Yeah, I mean, it is a different mindset coming here, and it's very serving and works well for us, but rules package changed, tire combinations changed, and we do still need to chase the balance of the race car. And I find that the moments when we're off, we're probably a little more anxious than we would be at other tracks, due to the fact that we've been so good here, and there's this level of expectation that we have amongst ourselves we don't even realize until we're in that challenging moment. I think last fall, I think we ran third here, but a distant third of the 24 who was in control all weekend long, or all race long. And, man, it's like we finished 35th when we finished the race and the demeanor on the team. So there are many pros to it, but then some cons do show up down the road.
All right, let's go to Jeff Gluck.
Jeff Gluck from USA Today. Jimmie, you just said that you love this track, and it seems like there's a ton of drivers who say that this is just one of their favorite tracks and it's so fun. What specifically is so enjoyable about a lap here? Like, what do you like about it that makes it so much fun?
I guess to generalize it, it would be the intensity required to run a lap here. Corner entry has a whole series of events that are fun at both ends of the racetrack. You land in the corner, the steep banking and the speed and force you carry in really gets your attention. And then trying to get the power down is always challenging too. You finally commit to the throttle, and then you're nearly airborne again up onto the straightaway. So it's hard to say that there's one aspect that I enjoy the most, but just the set of corners, from straightaway to straightaway, you kind of work up your bravery, you make it through the corner, you get on the next straightaway, you smile, you're like, wow, that was pretty cool, I'm going to do it again, here we go. And you fly through 3 and 4, and you just end up with that mindset around the racetrack. It's a ton of fun.
All right, let's go to Bob Pockers, then Holly Kane.
Bob Pockers, ESPN. Jimmie, were you guys surprised by the pit stall selection penalty? And I assume the issue for you guys is more the warning on the side skirt than going through tech?
It's kind of hard to hear you with the cars going by, but definitely, we definitely don't agree with what has happened in getting the letters, and that's why the appeal has taken place. I look forward to the appeal process running its course and respect it, and certainly hope for a different outcome once everything runs its course.
Let's go to Holly and then Mike Embry.
Holly Kane, NASCAR.com. Jimmie, I know you are probably not sitting around thinking of these kind of things, but if you win here this weekend and get your 10th win, you would be one of only 5 drivers to have 10 wins at a racetrack. And the last guy to do it was a guy named Dale Earnhardt, and it's quite good company. But can you just talk about some of these accomplishments and that specifically that you're putting up in one of the most competitive time in NASCAR and where it's putting you among the greats?
Yeah, it's crazy for me to have this reality. It's nothing that I thought would happen. I'm certainly enjoying the moment while I'm here, and my mind has had to switch over into a different role in certain scenarios. In the championship scenario, obviously at this racetrack at Martinsville, there's a few tracks where I'm in a really neat position to chase history. Again, it's not a situation I ever thought I would find myself in, but now that I'm here, it's certainly in front of me. It's on my mind and something I would love to do. And if I was able to accomplish it, just be honored to be in that same situation that most recently had been done by Dale Earnhardt Sr. I've never had a chance to race against him. It's one big empty void that I have in my career, I feel, is that I never had a chance to be crashed by him, to have a tire mark put on my car, to pass or be passed by. I mean, that whole experience didn't have that opportunity, and so wish that I did.
All right, Mike.
Mike Embry from the USA Today. Jimmie, we're coming up on the halfway point of the season in a few weeks. How do you stand now compared to how you thought you might be at this point?
Race days, I think we're on par. We've been competitive. We've won 3, been in contention for a few more. We just got to clean up Fridays. It's really been the weak spot, and just creates so much more difficulty for us over the course of the weekend. So I'd give myself a different grade for race day than I would for qualifying, and it's somewhere we're focused really hard to get right.
All right, let's stay up here. Yep.
Jimmie, Scott Walsh from the Scranton Times. Can you talk a little bit about this stretch of the schedule? 600 miles at Charlotte, 400 miles here, 400 miles next week at Pocono. Just how is it more? Is this stretch a little more grueling than maybe some of the other stretches during the schedule?
The summer stretch is always grueling. I think the mileage at most tracks, not the 600, the mileage is just something we're seasoned to and conditioned to perform at. I think as the humidity comes up and the heat kicks in, it's a big challenge for everyone. You think about the guys turning wrenches on the car from when the garage opens to when it closes, the guys jumping over the wall, the guys in the cars and gal in the cars. It's definitely a tough summer stretch for us, and one that I really look forward to. I love the physical aspect. I also think that the racetracks change and get slicker and more difficult to drive, and that's something that I look forward to as well.
All right, with that, Jimmie, we wish you the best of luck this
Cool.
weekend.
Thank you, everybody.